Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking vitamin C and how brands have kind of manipulated us, the consumer, to believe that vitamin C is far more complex and complicated than it needs to be. This often happens in skincare. Brands will overcomplicate ingredients to promote their own products, to say that theirs really is the only one that's going to deliver or work the best, and that's not the case. I'm on a bit of a mission to democratize skincare, so us, the consumer, know exactly what we need when it comes to each and every ingredient in our skincare routine, and we can buy accordingly. Today is the case of vitamin C. We're going to talk do's and don'ts. I'm going to fill you in on some of the misconceptions, and of course, share with you some of my favorite vitamin C serums. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things vitamin C. Now, before we get into today's video, I of course love to know if you guys have any further questions on vitamin C. That's kind of what I'm here for. I'm on a mission to make sure everyone out there has the information they need in order to make the right decisions when it comes to their own skin. So, if after watching this video you still have a question about vitamin C, layering, pairing, or how to use it, sound off in the comments section below and I will quite happily sit back and answer each and every one of you. Whatever your thoughts on vitamin C, if you enjoy this style of content where we really do like a deep dive, a 101 back to basics on each ingredient, let me know by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. Here on Mad About Skin, I'm not sponsored by any of the big brands, so I can talk freely and share with you a bit of like behind the scenes in skincare. If that's the sort of content you like and you appreciate sponsorship-free videos, then best way of supporting me is by reaching down and giving that video a thumbs up. So from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So, vitamin C. It doesn't need to be as complex as brands make out, and I want this video to be short, sharp, and to the point to give you guys the information that you need. Let's start off with, is vitamin C actually worth the hype? You'll often hear people online saying vitamin C is one of the true non-negotiables in a skincare routine, and I would go along with that. The reason I think that vitamin C is worth that hype is it has so many benefits for your routine. So vitamin C, first and foremost, is an antioxidant. So it's going to protect the skin against free radical damage, prevent premature aging and hyperpigmentation. That's a huge tick, and I would use it alongside other anti-aging ingredients such as peptides and retinoids and of course sunscreen to really get the maximum results. Vitamin C also helps fade hyperpigmentation that's already appeared in the skin. So if we have uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, dark spots or discoloration, vitamin C is going to be one of the best ingredients you can use. It'll eat away at that excess pigment, just helping you to achieve a more even skin tone. It's also known for its ability to boost radiance and luminosity in the skin, so if you're looking for that cheeky glow up, vitamin C could also deliver that for you. When you look at the plethora of different benefits that one vitamin C serum can incorporate into your routine, that's why I think it's totally worth it and definitely worthy of the hype that it's getting. However, we need to weigh through some of the misconceptions that brands throw out there so we know exactly what to look for when it comes to our vitamin C. So let's do some vitamin C myth busting. I'll share with you what the brands really don't want you to know. Myth number one is that vitamin C serums always have to come in airless pump packaging. This is nonsense. I see it repeated all the time online, but it's really just a narrative to kind of fix a problem that doesn't need to exist. So vitamin C oxidizes relatively quickly, relative to other skincare ingredients, but it doesn't oxidize overnight. The problem is brands make huge vats of inventory and then leave them to sit on dusty warehouse shelves, oxidizing as they go. Really, the problem is with the brands themselves making too much inventory and not selling through it quick enough, which is why they say, actually, it needs to be an airless pump packaging, otherwise your vitamin C won't be fresh. Well, no, you could just buy from a brand that prioritizes freshness, which honestly is going to be best for us, the consumer. Vitamin C is always going to be more potent, more efficacious if it's fresh. Doesn't matter what packaging it's coming in, it's all about that freshness. And so I personally would prioritize a brand which delivers freshness guaranteed over a brand that tries to sell you over-engineered pump packaging to fix a problem that they've kind of created themselves. Now, if you're somebody that doesn't get through your vitamin C quickly, maybe you only use it a couple of times a week, maybe you're not that consistent with it. If that's you, then maybe you do want to go for pump packaging because it will extend the shelf life of the product once you have it in your collection. But for most of us, we should be looking to prioritize freshness over the packaging it comes in. Brands create this fancy packaging and charge a premium for it to fix a problem that they kind of created. One of my favorite brands ever when it comes to vitamin C is Geek and Gorgeous. This is their C Glow Serum, which is made fresh every single week. So if you buy direct from Geek and Gorgeous, you know that this hasn't been sat around on that warehouse shelf. It's delivered fresh just to you. It doesn't need that fancy packaging because they prioritize freshness. And this is going to work far better for you than any over-engineered, airless pump packaged vitamin C that's been hanging around for a year or more in a warehouse. Opt for freshness, that's the key, and don't let brands tell you otherwise. Now, myth number 2 is that vitamin C only works in its pure form, ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid. This is utter nonsense. This seems to be a narrative that's been driven by the big skincare brands who prefer to formulate with ascorbic acid, pure form vitamin C, because it's cheaper than the derivatives, but it's not applicable for everyone. As with anything in skincare, choose your form of vitamin C based on your skin's needs. If you have a very resilient skin type that's not prone to sensitivity, I would probably go for a pure form ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid product because you'll get quicker results and you shouldn't get too much side effects and irritation. If you have a more sensitivity-prone skin type that, susceptible to redness, irritation, and discomfort when you reach for vitamin C products, go for a derivative. Derivatives are far more gentle on the skin, and in the long term, you're going to get the same great results. You might just have to have a little bit more patience. It's all about choosing the right form of vitamin C based on your skin type, not what a brand tells you you need. If you're a fan of vitamin C derivatives or you have sensitive skin, no, they'll work in the long term, absolutely. It's all about choosing what works for you. And third and finally, when it comes to myths with vitamin C, that they have to come in a low pH. Again, this is driven by the big skincare brands that like to formulate their vitamin C's in lower pH because it's the cheapest way of making sure that vitamin C is effective. Vitamin C can struggle to get into our skin to where it needs to be in order to deliver these results. But there are many different ways of increasing and enhancing the penetration rate of vitamin C. pH is one. However, you could also use an oil or lipid-based formula, which generally finds it easier to get through the lipid barrier of the skin, or you could go for one which incorporates some penetration-enhancing ingredients. These are all options, so don't just feel you have to have a low pH in order for a vitamin C to be effective. Some new brands have been creative with their formulations, delivering that amazing penetration rate of their vitamin C without just having to have a ridiculously low pH. There's lots of different forms out there, but if I see another content creator online using one of those pH dip test sticks, putting in a vitamin C, and then because it's not the exact right pH, declaring it to be useless, I will go mad. pH is one way of making sure your vitamin C is effective. There are lots of others beside it. When we've myth busted, we've got all of that out of the way, what should we be looking for when it comes to choosing a vitamin C? Well, as I said earlier, freshness, and it doesn't get fresher than this, the Geek and Gorgeous C Glow, one of my favorites. They even do a really small bottle version for something in the region of like €4. So if you're somebody that knows you won't get through a lot of vitamin C, you can buy the smaller amount, keep it in the fridge, and then it'll still stay fresh for you. I would also prioritize affordability. You don't need to be reaching for the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic at like $200 when there's lots of amazing well-formulated drugstore options. One of my personal favorites is this. This is the Timeless Vitamin C. There's two strengths, 10% and 20%, and this is an affordable yet hyper-effective product. Also does come in an airless pump package, so if you're somebody that still wants that airless packaging, this is a great affordable option to reach for. I love Timeless, and this is one of my favorite products for them. I would also opt for a formula that has antioxidants alongside that vitamin C. That's because antioxidants in a vitamin C serum will help prolong the lifespan of that vitamin C and also double down on some of the benefits you're going to see. Both the Geek and Gorgeous and the Timeless have antioxidants alongside their vitamin C, so it's staying fresher for even longer, and you're doubling down on the protective nature of the ingredient. But another one of my favorites is this. This is the Vita Light Riedel Shot, which has antioxidants, glutathione, and vitamin C all in the same formula. Antioxidants alongside vitamin C is like the perfect match, so I would definitely look for a formulation that has both of these key ingredients. So, how to use vitamin C. Let's just keep it super simple. Brands want to overcomplicate it and tell you what you can and can't use it alongside, but honestly, it's a lot more simple than they make out. First and foremost, if you're using a pure form vitamin C, ascorbic or L-ascorbic acid, use it once a day on a morning. Always on a morning because you want that antioxidant protection to be working for you when there's most free radicals around. That's going to be throughout the day. So use your pure form vitamin C's once a day on a morning. If you're using a vitamin C derivative, which is something I find myself doing increasingly more often these days because I love the results and just how gentle they are on the skin, then you can actually use your vitamin C derivative twice a day, morning and evening. That's what I do, and I use a product from my own line. This is the Mad About Skin Multi-Active Super Serum. This is a gentle vitamin C derivative alongside peptides, azelaic acid, antioxidants, everything you need for an effective anti-aging skincare routine. Because this contains a vitamin C derivative, you can use it morning and you can use it evening. And I think that's where you're going to get the very maximum results from your vitamin C derivative. Be strategic with your application. It's going to give you the best results. When it comes to what you can and can't use with vitamin C, again, super simple. If you're using a vitamin C derivative, you can pair it with anything, exfoliants, other vitamin C serums, you can use it with retinoids, whatever, it all goes because vitamin C derivatives are so gentle. If you're using pure form vitamin C, again, it's not as complex as brands make out. You can use it alongside everything, probably with the exception of retinoids, because using vitamin C and retinoids together could increase sensitivity, which we want to avoid. But again, that's super easy. Use your vitamin C pure form on a morning, use your retinoid on an evening, and there you have it. It's super simple. You don't need to stress it out. So there you have it, guys. My 101 when it comes to vitamin C. Whatever the brands are telling us, just know that vitamin C isn't as complex as they want us to believe. It's a lot easier to incorporate in your skincare routine, and when it comes to choosing a vitamin C serum, hopefully I've given you a little bit of information so that you guys can make the best decision when it comes to your own skin's needs. Whether you opt for a pure form vitamin C or go for one of the amazing vitamin C derivatives on the market, use what works for you, but hopefully this video just gives you the information that you need to make that choice. I've listed all the products mentioned in today's video down in the description box below if you want to check the price point, make a purchase, read the reviews, and if you've got any other vitamin C questions, sound off in the comments section below. If you've made it this far through all of this vitamin C waffle to the bitter end, let me know by dropping the orange, symbolic of vitamin C, the orange emoji down in the comments so I can thank you personally from the bottom of my heart for bearing with me right through to the end. I love you guys so much, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, I love your skin. Take care. Bye.